Hope you all are fine and safe. We were discussing about our chapter number 10, how we get our food, right? So in our earlier videos we have seen what are the different food items we get from plants and animals, and we have discussed that how do we get this food actually, right? So the farmers, they grow the crops, then they sell them in the wholesale market. Then the middleman, or we can say the wholesalers, they purchase in bulk from these farmers, then they sell them to the retailers or the shopkeepers or the other vendors, and then these shopkeepers, they sell these products like fruits, vegetables, and the grains like cereals, pulses, everything from them. And again, we are the consumers and we purchase as per our requirement. We purchase the different things from these shopkeepers, and then we cook delicious food items and we enjoy, right? Now when we enjoy, generally we sit in a family all together and we enjoy different varieties of food items, different delicacies that your mother or the whoever is in the family prepares, right? So that is what it is. The food is really, if we are alone, we never enjoy the food. So to eat the food, we should need somebody to give us company, right? So whenever we are in a group, we definitely enjoy the different varieties of food with wholeheartedly, right? But sometimes even we enjoy the different varieties sitting with our extended family members or friends, and sometimes we may go out to enjoy the different food items in the restaurants and all, and sometimes even at our homes we can enjoy different food items, right? So this is called community gatherings or community eating, right? Now when we eat different food items along with the same, that means same food item when eaten sitting with all the people together, so that is called community eating, right? And generally on special occasions like any festival or maybe some other any special occasions, we see we can sit with all the other people of our community and we can eat the food, we can enjoy the food, right? So community living is when the different people, they sit together and they eat the same food, so that is called community eating, right? And so the people that time they eat in large groups, right? So that is called community eating. Now if we talk about one of the special community eating that is very famous, that is called langar. Okay, so langar, it is the community meal generally served in gurudwaras, right? So langar, it is the community eating that is mostly that is famous for its serving in gurudwara. So the food is prepared in large quantity and large number of people, they gather there. Many people, they help in cooking the food, many people they help in serving the food, many people they see that whether the food is not wasted, and to clean after they eat, to clean the places. So everything is done as a group, right? So that is langar is specially, we can see them on some special occasions, Sundays, and all on specially Guru Nanak Jayanti. Like there are some special occasions when the people they gather at gurudwaras and they go for the langar, right? Now what is the speciality of this langar is all the people irrespective of their status. Now status means what? I am very rich, so I'll sit in sofa and eat, and I am poor, so I'll be sitting down. So that is not at all allowed in this langar. All the people irrespective of their status, whether they belong to good families, whether they belong to poor families, whether he is some good manager or he is a small peon, whatever it is, all sit together and eat the same food, right? So irrespective of their status, irrespective of their caste, sometimes we feel yes, we belong to some upper caste, so we should not eat with the lower caste people. So when you enter in the Gurudwara, so that is the holy place, we forget all these discriminations, right? We believe that we are one children of the God. We sit all together and we eat the food that is the that is served with the love. Okay, so that is what the langar, that is specially we can see in the langars. Then the food is served in disposable plates, right? So that no need to wash and all, just we can eat. Disposable means we can eat, means we can use that and we can just throw it set. So here I should say one thing, especially we should prefer generally the disposable plates made up of the leaves that are attached together. So some plant leaves, they are attached together to make disposable plates and cups, that is called pattals and donas, because they are eco-friendly, they do not harm the environment, they do not make any pollution. So that is really a good thing. So if we are going with the disposable plates, because again washing means lot of waste of water and all, so we can just eat in the disposable plates like pattals, donas, and we can throw them, and even we can feed them to the cattle, whatever the people do, right? So now what is the main aim of this langar is they want to unite three things. So it is basically to fulfill three things. First thing is charity. Now charity means what? The poor people, feeding the poor people. So even the rich people are also getting food, that's okay, but in the same manner poor are also getting one day their meal. So it is a charity, it shows charity when all the people they indulge in doing all the preparations, making the food and serving and cleaning. So everybody is involved in this great deed. So it is a type of charity, that means when we are feeding some thousands of people, so that is a good charity. Second thing is equality. As I told you earlier, all are equal in the eyes of the God. Okay, that status caste is only the human feeling. Okay, so when we are under the holy place like gurudwaras or temples, we should forget all about our status and our caste and different things. We are human beings, we are creativity of the God, right? So that is all about the equality. And then we have community service, that means we can serve our community, we can serve the people in our community, we are doing a very good deed, okay, and definitely we will get blessed for all these things from the God. So definitely God will remove all our hurdles. So whenever so this langar is from the Guru Nanak Dev, it got started, okay, and Guru Nanak Dev was having only one thing in his mind, so that is all people are equal, right? And we should feed poor people. So in that way it started, and then thousands of people started gathering to get this as the prasad, so that langar, right? And that social equality will be there, everybody is equal. And then community service, that means we can devote some time for the community in our daily life. We are so busy, we don't have even time to look at each other in proper way, to greet each other. So this is some special moments when we can spend together and we can do something for our community, right? So that is all about the community eating. That means when all the people, irrespective of their caste, irrespective of their social status, all sitting together and eating the same food, and different people they help each other for preparing the food and then serving the food, taking care of all the other needs of the people, and when it is done on a large scale, right? So that is what langar. And even I enjoyed the langar on one special occasion of Guru Nanak Jayanti with my friends also. Definitely I respect their belief, I respect their patience, how they are serving, and really salute to them. Okay, now students, India is the vast country and diverse country, right? It is very much popular for its different states and their traditions. Okay, so if we compare the tradition with their food items, then different places are very much popular, different states are very much popular for their different varieties, and their beliefs are again connected with their festivals, some special festivals. So not only on weddings or on special occasions we eat together, even on special festivals also we prepare these special food varieties, right? So for example, if we see during the Raksha Bandhan and Tej, the Rajasthanis, they prepare very special dish item, that is Ghevar and Feni, right? Same way when we say Eid, what comes in our mind? The sweet, yummy Sivai, right? That we call Semia, and that they used to call it Sevai. So Sevai is the popular dish that gives us the feeling of Eid, right? Same way when it comes Holi, all the houses will be all the mothers will be busy while preparing the what, gujiyas. So Holi is very much popular for its gujiyas. On Holi we prepare these gujiyas very special manner, right? Same way if you go to Assam, so on Bihu they prepare very special food, that is some pancakes, okay? So that is popular there, the pancakes, right? Then if you go to south, then during the Onam they prepare what is that, that is a special called Onnasadhya, okay? That is a special meal that is prepared on this Onam, Onnasadhya. Now in this they prepare 9 main course items along with 10 to 13 dishes, right? Really that and they used to serve in this banana leaf. So whenever you go to south now, you will get this tradition, you can see this tradition of serving the food on banana leaf, okay? And I also like to eat on banana leaves, right? I really miss this here. But in South India they serve the food on special occasions on banana leaves. So on Onam they prepare so many varieties that that leaf gets totally filled with different dishes, right? And same way during Pongal we prepare a very special dish with rice and milk and adding gur and all, that is called Pongal. So you know why the Pongal is celebrated when it is the harvesting festival, okay? So during that festival, whatever the new harvested rice is there, we prepare that Pongal and we enjoy that festival, right? So like that, different states have their own traditions, their own culture, and they relate their traditions and culture with different their food varieties. And whenever we should get the chance to visit these places or different states, we should enjoy the different food items. They really give a good sense of their tradition, of their culture, right? Now beta, if I say you are quite lucky because you are eating the food prepared by your mother, but there are many students who are studying in the boarding schools, right? So what happens is when they are in the boarding school, they all used to gather together at the dining hall, means the students have to gather together in the dining hall. There will be a big dining hall common to all, and people the students, they used to gather there and they used to eat their food there. So that dining hall is also called mess, right? Now these mess people, they have their fixed menu कि भाई Monday ये बनेगा, Tuesday ये बनेगा, Wednesday ये बनेगा. So they have their special menu, that is a fixed menu, and they used to prepare the food according to that menu only. So like you always say, मम्मी ये नहीं खाना है, मम्मी वो नहीं खाना है, मम्मी वो बनाओ, ये बनाओ, पिज्ज़ा बनाओ, बर्गर बनाओ, what not. But students, just imagine when the children, they live in the boarding schools, whatever is served in their plate, they don't have any other option but they have to eat that food, okay? So whatever is served they have to eat, but and it's really very good also because the children will be able to eat all the types of food, no choice, okay? खाना है तो खाओ, नहीं खाना है तो सो जाओ. That is the only. It's not like मम्मी जो बोले कि खा ले बेटा, right? So this boarding schools, they are very strict. Whatever the food they serve, the children don't have any other option, but they have to eat. But it's really very good, because a child learns to eat all the varieties of food items, whether it is from north, whether it is from south, east, west, center, whatever it is, the child learns to eat different varieties of food, and there is no likes and no dislikes. And it's good for the children, because when they grow elder, they sometimes they may not have that chance to choose about the food. Whatever is being served, they need to eat, so they can easily adjust to these type of food. And it's really encourages the children to eat all the kinds of food. Beta, no food is bad, all the kinds of food have some nutritions in it, and we should eat all the kinds of food, right? Same way, the Indian government has also started a get together of eating, that is called the midday meals, right? So it is generally for the in the villages, and especially in the government schools where the children they study. Generally these children they belong to poor families, so they may not have the capacity to get the healthy food to every day, to bring healthy food to the school. Okay, so education they are getting, but they are not getting a healthy food, so it's really affecting their health, right? For that, this is the initiative taken by the government, so that the children will also get the healthy food to eat, right? So there are many benefits of this scheme that is the government has run, that is midday meals. So children in the during the afternoon or the lunch time, they used to sit in the groups, and the food is served, and definitely that food is of good quality and healthy also. So what are the aims of this scheme? You know, the first thing is every child will come to school. Beta, in villages they don't that much encourage this education. They say that kya karna hai, yahi kheti karni hai, like that they talk, they have their own reasons, right? But this midday meal is to promote education. Okay, कि भाई like अगर आप कोई काम नहीं करते हो तो मम्मी कहती है आपको आइसक्रीम दूंगी, चॉकलेट दूंगी, और आप काम फटाफट कर देते हो. सो दिस इज़ वन ऑफ द वे टू attract the children, attract the parents to send their children to school, so that their children can get free education, right? So it's very important. So midday meals is one of the scheme run by the government to encourage the students to get educated. Second thing, it provides them very healthy food, so it helps them to grow in a nice manner, right beta? And another thing is it reduces inequality. That means everybody, whether it's a poor or even the rich people children also, that means children belonging to good families, they also go to government schools, and they also sit along with all the children. So it reduces the inequality, the feeling that yes, we are superior and we are inferior. So this feeling is totally getting reduced because of this type of schemes. Okay, so for in the eyes of government is also like God. In the eyes of government, all are same, all the children are same. Okay, so all the children, they used to sit together and they used to eat together, right beta? So that is all about the midday meals. So students, we have learned so many things. Not only we have learned we know about the different food items or different foods, but we have learned some morals also, right? So this chapter tells us how to get the moral from out of the food. Okay, we get health out of the food, but here we have learned how to get the moral out of the food. Like we have learned about the langars. So the langars really promote that equality, the feeling of equality, then charity, and definitely the concept of the sharing the food with each other. Okay, so that is really a very good thing, and we should believe that yes, in the eyes of God all are same, right? ये तो हमारी फीलिंग है that we are superior, we are inferior, he is poor, he is rich, he belongs to upper caste, he belongs to lower caste. This is all the blah 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 done by human beings. God has not created anything. God, in the eyes of God, all are same. So we should respect each other as a human being, not according to their social status, not according to their social background, not according to their caste, their color, their education and all. In our eyes also, all the human beings should be same, right? So that is the lesson we got from this chapter, that is how the food reaches to us or how do we get our food. So hope you have understood the chapter very well. Read the chapter thoroughly. If you still face any problem, don't worry, I am there. I'll clear your doubts. So bye, take care, have a nice day.